what? I have a surprise for you. I'm in New York City, and guess who I'm here with? I have my friend Heather.
Hi.
And Zach.
Hello.
Zach is here for the first time on Talking Shit. I'm so excited.
Because I'm a good shit talker.
That's right, baby. We're in New York City, and this is amazing. How do you feel today?
I feel beautiful.
What about you, my friend?
I feel great.
We're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about some stuff, and then I'm going to give each one of my friends an opportunity to talk a little shit about whatever they want, like a kind of a commentary thing. I'm going to start with you. What's going on with your head noise about marriage equality? It's coming up.
Oh, I hope that we actually get to be recognized finally as, you know, equal citizens.
Your skin
because
color is
are.
gay, right?
Yes. My skin color is gay. It's actually rainbow, in case you don't know.
Right.
No, I mean, it's such a ridiculous question.
Right.
You know, in terms of how do you feel about, like, the possibility of equality?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, where's Frederick Douglass?
When you need them, what do you think, Zach? I mean, come on. Isn't it kind of silly that we're even asking ourselves this question? You travel all over the world, basically, with your work. What do you think about our country in regards to this issue compared, like, universally to all these other places that, you know, they don't have a problem with, you know, equal?
Well, there is an extreme in both directions
right.
when you leave this country. You know, there are places where you can't hold, one man can't hold another man's hand without getting a brick thrown at his head. You know, and then there are places where you can be and do whatever and however you please and no one says anything. So, you know, I can't jump on the bandwagon that we're like the most backwards place on the planet.
Right.
But, you know, I think we consider ourselves pretty civilized, and, you know, I think any civilized culture should have civil rights. And I think that's a place that we fail. And I think it's an opportunity for the Supreme Court to do something important, you know, to really earn their paycheck and to, you know, to put down some law that will really change the lives of some of the citizens and not just further their political careers or, you know, encourage, you know, happy, joyous times within their party.
Yeah, there was an announcement made earlier this week that one of the leading organizations in our country that converts people away from being homosexual, there's a conversion that takes place. They've actually announced that they're going to stop trying to do that.
Shut down!
Shut down.
Exodus!
And they apologize,
And
too.
they apologize.
Yeah.
I thought that was powerful.
Yeah,
I apologize for trying to make you change your skin color without a tanning.
You know, if only they could reverse the thousands of people that took their own lives as a result of what they were trying to do. But,
right.
you know, progress, not perfection. It's a good thing.
Let's talk about some work. What are you working on, Ms. Heather, besides one of our beautiful executive producers of Talking Shit? What are you doing here lately that you care to share with us?
Just waiting for the right project to come along.
Right.
Really, that's it. Just really waiting for the right project to come along, and in the meantime, seeing how I get to be of service, you know, to others, you know, and helping make other people's dreams come true.
She's talking about me. I'm black.
Hey, I know this. And a victim.
Sorry.
I learned a lot today.
I'm a victim. No, just kidding. What about you, sir? What are you working on?
Well, I did an episode of a USA show called White Collar with the handsome and politically active Matt Bomer.
Ooh.
And so that'll be on probably sometime in the fall. And, you know, I wish I could say I'm selfless and wonderful like Heather, but really I'm just trying to get my hustle on and find something to do.
Do the hustle. No, you just recently did a movie that I saw, and I loved it. You were amazing. Can you talk a tiny little bit about that? We're running out of time.
Yeah, it's called Keep the Lights On. It's directed by Ira Sachs, who's a wonderful filmmaker and also a wonderful advocate and also a married partner of a wonderful artist named Boris Torres. They just gave birth to two beautiful twins. And you know, the movie is about a relationship that he had, and loosely based on that. And it's a story of two men and their struggle to try to, you know, maintain some level of sanity over 10 years.
Yeah, and I really loved the idea that it wasn't, and they all live happily ever after. And Tinkerbell at the end didn't wave her wand. There was a realistic value.
You might have stopped it early. She does come in.
No. And in fact, I remember the guy just sort of walking away from the problem.
They make the choice at the end that they're better off apart.
Yes, I loved it. I really did. Heather, I was talking to you the other day about freedom, you know, things that help us, you know, reach our goals. You and I, we always talk about it. What do you think about, you know, this country as far as like some of the freedom of information stuff? Don't tell us this, but tell us that. Tell us this, but we're peeking at you doing this, but we don't need to watch it. I mean, do you see the contradiction, or where do you stand?
Oh, absolutely.
How does that work?
I feel of two ways about it. I feel, you know, in regards to right to privacy, I have nothing to hide, you know, so why should I care? You know, really, I've got nothing to hide. And I think the question is, why would one be so afraid? Yes, it's our right to privacy and our right to do what we please, you know, but at the end of the day, for me, it comes down to, well, if somebody actually knew the deepest, darkest things that I did when I was home by myself, or, you know, writing in my computer or writing an email, they're just gonna see that I'm human and I'm flawed.
I have like a neutral attitude toward it too, because like I like to, you know, wear my underwear and eat cereal at my apartment when I'm alone. I don't want people seeing that, but I'm okay with that. What do you think?
I mean, it's a hot button issue. I'll say this. People, you know, the newspapers that came out because they were angry at the Obama administration because they said that some reporters' emails had been hacked. Listen, if you work for any of these idiots at like Fox News or even the New York Times, you're not reporting the news, you're reporting opinions. There are some great reporters that report the truth, but there are a lot of people that report spin. You know, it's not the essence of what news is supposed to be. So don't give me like a sob story about how so-and-so hacked your email. You're spinning lies. Right. You're acting in favor of your political beliefs. You're not reporting the news. So if somebody tries to come back at you and then you start crying about it, like, I have no patience for that.
Right.
I guess it also though goes to the bigger question in terms of we're in the 21st century, you know, using Facebook, using Twitter, using all of this stuff, you know, getting to say, oh, I just took a poop in the toilet.
Right.
You know, but God forbid you read my email to my grandmother. You know, there's a hypocrisy even in that, and I guess the truth is in regards to terrorism, you know, like again, I'm not in the CIA, I'm not in the FBI, you know, but I am a firm believer that, you know, if you take my rights away for the sake of safety, there's always going to be another thing, and the next thing you know, all of our rights are going to be gone.
Well, yeah.
So I would rather, for me personally, this is really how it is. I would rather have absolute privacy and have a higher risk of something happening than have my rights taken away in regards to privacy and have less of a threat.
Well, yeah, but I lean toward.
And that's just me.
Well, what Zach is saying, I really agree, because it's like, you know, are privacy and secrecy synonyms? I mean, that to me is really where it's at. It's like, you're just saying, don't come over, you know, don't be peeking in and looking and being all, what are we going to report today? I mean, if there's something really legitimate going on, I think there should be a legitimate reason for some of these different things. But I totally agree with him. I haven't seen real news until something catastrophic happens. But other than that, it's just day to day. I know you are, but what am I?
Unless you watch the BBC or Al Jazeera.
Well, yeah, those are some really good places to find some good stuff. Hey, we can't solve the world's problems in one talking shit episode. Otherwise, I would be more amazing than I think I am. That's
You're
all.
pretty amazing.
You are too.
And then you wouldn't get to have any more episodes.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah. But that's all the time we have for Talking Shit today. Thank you for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.